Good afternoon, children. My name is Ramani. I'll be handling physics for you. Okay, the very first topic that you have in your physics is matter around us. Matter around us. Generally, we'll be using the word matter. We'll be saying what is the matter. What is the matter means what happened or what discussion went on. All this comes under matter. But when it comes to physics, the definition of matter is quite different. It is totally different. Okay, now let us look into the definition of matter as per physics. According to physics or according to chemistry, matter means anything that has mass and occupies some space. Anything that has mass and occupies some space is a matter. What is this mass? Mass is nothing but weight. Space is nothing but it is occupying certain volume, certain space. Okay. Now, anything you see, everything you see comes under matter. Okay. For example, bench, wall, fan, liquids like water, milk, whatever you see around you comes under matter, because all of them have some mass and they occupy some space. So I hope you got the definition of what matter is. This wall comes under matter, the tube light comes under matter, the fan comes under matter, the cloth comes under matter, whatever you see, the clothes we wear, whatever things we use in day-to-day life, whatever you see, even the living and non-living both comes under matter. Because all of them they have some mass and they occupy some space. Okay, now at least I hope you got some idea about matter. Now, matter exists in three states: solids, liquids and gases. Example of matter in solids: can take tables, ice block, anything, any solid substance. You can take marbles. All these are some of the examples that are chosen for solids. What about liquids? Water, milk, petrol. All this comes under examples of matter under liquids. Gases, all gases. Air is a mixture of several gases. Then oxygen, carbon dioxide, LPG gas, your gas cylinder, whatever gas is present in that also comes under matter. What is LPG? Liquefied petroleum gas. What is LPG? Liquefied petroleum gas. So, now we have discussed what is matter, what are the three states of matter, what are the three states of matter: solids, liquids and gases. And we have discussed some examples of solids, liquids and gases. These are some of the examples of solids, liquids and gases. Now, we will study some properties of matter like shape, volume. Okay, for solids, liquids and gases. Let us discuss about shape and volume of solids, liquids and gases. Now, let us take solids. This marker is a solid? Yes, because it has some definite, it is hard, it has some definite shape and it occupies some definite volume. So, when you take a bench also comes under solid. It has a definite shape, definite boundaries and it is occupying some space. Okay. So, solids have definite shape, they have definite volume. Volume means the space occupied by a object. Okay. Now, let us come to liquids. Does water or milk have a definite shape? They do not have a definite shape, but they take the shape of the container. Let us take different containers, different shaped containers. Round bottom flask, test tube, conical flask. Okay, now I will take 50 ml of water in each of this container. Now, so what do you understand? What do you get from these figures? Let us look at these figures. I have taken 50 ml of water in each of these containers. 50 ml, 50 ml, 50 ml. Now, liquids as they appear, it does not have definite shape, but they take the shape of the container. They take the shape of the container and they have fixed volume. 50 ml here, 50 ml here, 50 ml here. They have what? Fixed volume. Let us say you have taken 50 ml from this and you have poured into this. It will appear like this. You have taken 50 ml from this and poured into this container. It appears like this. So what do you get from liquids? They don't have a definite shape, but they take the shape of the container. They have definite volume. Let us take gases. Does a gas have a shape? No, they also take the shape of the container like liquids. They do not have a definite shape. What about volume? Let us say you have taken a gas in a closed container of some volume. Let us say this is 50 ml. Now I am taking 100 ml or let us say this is 50 cc and this is 100 cc. Now if I take the gas that is in this into this, the entire gas will occupy 100 cc here, 100 cubic centimeters here. Here it was occupying 50 cc. Now if you transfer this into 100 cc, it will occupy the entire place. So gas doesn't have definite shape, neither it has definite volume. Okay, these are some of the properties of solids, liquids and gases. We have discussed about shape and volume. Now in gases, let us specially discuss about a gas called CNG. CNG means compressed natural gas. Now nowadays you have autos which run on CNG. You can see a green sticker on the autos. It says CNG, compressed natural gas. Also some of the cars are CNG run. You can see a CNG cylinder in the dicky of the car. CNG cylinders. Okay, now what they do is they compress large amount of gas in a small space. Compressing means what? Bringing together, bringing closer. Large volumes of gas are compressed in this CNG cylinder. Now from this we understand that gases neither have definite shape, but they take the shape of the container. They don't have definite volume. They don't have definite volume as well. Now our very next topic is compressibility. What is the next topic? Compressibility. Now let us see what is this compressibility is. For this you need to take an empty syringe. Now what you do with this empty syringe is you press the piston. Take this piston backward. What will happen? All the air will come inside. Now when the air is full inside this syringe, what you do is you keep your thumb here, close this nozzle with your thumb and press. You will see that you will be able to press it to certain extent. Okay, what do you understand by this? Gases can be brought together or they can fit into a lesser volume by compressing it. Okay, similarly, next time you fill this syringe with water and try to compress it, you will see that you are able to compress only up to a little extent, not much, not as much as air. Next time what you do is take a wooden block and press it. Can you compress it like water or can you compress it like air or water? No, you cannot compress it like air or water. You can only compress the gas. Gases are highly compressible compared to liquids and solids. Okay. Now, I hope this topic compressibility is clear. Now, let us discuss some counter examples of solids, liquids and gases. Is rubber band a solid? It is a solid, but because of its elastic nature it is stretchable. Generally solids are not stretchable, but rubber band being a solid, it is stretchable. Okay, salt. Although it is a solid, you can fit it into different containers having different shapes. You can fit it into different containers having different shapes like this. Okay, that means it is here it is taking the shape of the container. Generally solids should have fixed volume and fixed shape, but salt is able to take the shape of the container. That is because salt has some air gaps in it. Also, duster. You can compress, when you compress a duster, generally solids are incompressible, but when you can compress a duster because there are some air gaps in it. If you press duster, what will come out? Air will come out. So these are the counter examples of solids, liquids and special cases of solids, liquids and gases. Is that clear? I hope it is clear.